Hey, what is going on, everyone? This is Dalton and Daltonians TFs. Hope you guys had a great April Fool's Day this week. Hope you guys liked that video I did. Anyways, today we're taking a look at, and if you could see by the title and thumbnail, that is going to be the Transformers Alternators Battle Ravage. Now, some of you might not know what the Alternators line is. It is basically just a line of 1/24 scale model cars, or Transformers that turn into model cars. And a very interesting line. It kind of a precursor to the Masterpiece in a way, but not really. I mean, just some of the transformation steps and everything are very much like the Masterpiece figures as far as, I guess, difficulty. But here we have Battle Ravage. He is a repaint of the Trax figure that came out. He is a Corvette Z06. And this line started off in 2004, so right around the beginning of the Classics line. So this was kind of a sub-line that was released with it. And they had a lot of great characters. They had Trax, they had Skids, Optimus Prime was a SRT-10 pickup. You had Rumble, and I think Prowl was in there. But there was quite a bit of interesting figures. A lot of them weren't so great as far as the robot modes, but the vehicle modes all looked really awesome. And that's the case here with Ravage. As you can see, he does not have the roof. The Trax figure, both the regular alternators and the Vinyltech Trax, had the hardtop. Now, the difference with the Vinyltech figures is, instead of the whole vehicle shell being plastic, it was die-cast. And I believe there was a Vinyltech release of this guy, and then it was the same mold was used again for Swerve. But, you know, and there was another Ravage figure that was more off the G1. We'll get into that later. But he was a Jaguar car. I think it was the XV or XK, something like that. I can't quite remember. But for Ravage here, he does roll pretty well. He's got rubber tires and nice chrome on the wheels, along with the painted in red brake pads. He does have steering. I'll show how that works here in a little bit. Can't see the robot mode face under there, but we'll get more to that later. Here on the back, you get Corvette, then the Decepticon symbol and Ravage. I believe on some figures it had BTL Ravage, so Battle Ravage. You get the mold, or the translucent taillights, and some headlights right there. Again, the Corvette logo. Now, like model cars, you can actually open these cars up. Although with this mold, it's a little weird since the hood splits apart, but just pry under there, lift it open. There you've got the engine. It's a little dusty in there, I need to clean that out. But then you've got the battery right there, some other little engine parts. And this will play a part in robot mode. And sorry if you can't hear the wind blowing outside, we've got a major dust storm out there. It's, not really major, but you get the rear view mirrors. The doors do open. And you can kind of see something there. This would be the missile and robot mode, but I guess you can imagine those being like nitrous oxide. Some nice molded in red seats, which really fits with Ravage. Just the black and the red look really awesome in this. So let's go ahead and open that back up. Start off the transformation. Let's go ahead and pry that out of there. Major pain, give me a second here. Alright, I had to grab my trusty tweezers. Pry up under there. And for now, we'll just set this aside. And let's zoom out here. And there you have Battle Ravage in robot mode. Now, with this being my first and only Alternators figure, I really enjoy this figure, even though it is a pain in the rear to transform. But he usually stays in robot mode unless I feel otherwise. Then every so often, not very often, but every about 6 months or whatever, I'll have him in vehicle mode. But he does look really nice. I mean, he obviously looks like, the mold he was used from Trax. But, this is a great homage to the Beast Wars Ravage, or X9 Ravage, that we got from Takara. And he does look, again, really cool. His head articulation rotates 360. It is on a ball joint, but you don't get too much movement. And look closely here. His mouth does open. So, you can have it open or closed if you want. Shoulders move forward and back. Don't move up and down, but here they do. and they do not move in and out. So a little bit limited. You get side-to-side motion here, but that's mainly for transformation. Ball-jointed elbow. His fingers do open and close, but that's for the weapon. He does not have any waist articulation due to how he transforms. These side skirts do lift, so you can get some good articulation there out of the hip. Not a lot, but better than nothing. He does bend at the knee and has a little bit of ankle pivot or swivel. So yeah, not a whole lot of articulation, but it is better than being a brick, which, you know, it's alright. Now, as far as the weapon, take the engine here, or what's left of the engine. You fold these together, those will become the barrel, and flip out the handle. And yes, all of the Alternators figures had a weapon like this. It was either part of the engine, a radiator, or something like that. It was always part of the engine. But you take it, open up his hand, and there you slide it into his hand, then close it up. And it looks like he's got a little bit of an extended trigger finger, so that works. It'd be cool if he had two of them to further homage the Battle Ravage or X9 Ravage. But it does look very nice. A lot of nice red paint apps, metallic red all over. Now the way they did the steering for the front wheels is got these little tabs on each wheel. And you move it one way and it pushes them back. So it pushes against those, and that's how you get your, oh, he's turning right, he's turning left. So, and this one seems to be a little bit more floppy than this one. Of course, the part of the car is pushing up against the rubber tire, which helps a little bit, but not always. Yeah, very good looking figure. Let me be right back with a size comparison, and we'll... Okay, and here is Wheeljack next to Battle Ravage. So yeah, he is quite a bit bigger than your Masterpiece figures. So, again, he's not a bad figure. He's not the best, but not the greatest. One thing I would have liked to see is maybe a shattered glass version of this. I really don't know. I just think it would look good to have a shattered glass Ravage from this mold, since some people consider their Transmetal Tigatron to be that, but oh well. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Links to Twitter, Facebook, and Instagram are down in the description below if you want to check those out. Check out the gallery for this guy, as well as follow me on Twitter. I'll follow you back. Hope you guys enjoyed. I'll see you next time.